Hey, fifth grade. Today for a word work lesson, this is normally the day that we would play WORDO to kind of review what we know about our Greek and Latin roots and affixes and kind of to reveal the ones that we still need to spend some time on. So, if you are new to our district or joining our class, this game works a lot like bingo. So I have this Wordo cup and I will pull a root or affix out that we're studying this week. And I will read the definition of that root and its origin, whether it's Greek or Latin or neither. And then you will look to locate words that contain that root on your Wordo card that's found up here in your work section. So I am in my practice student account. So what you're seeing is exactly what you'll see when you go into your assignment. So the way that we play this, you kind of have to do some critical thinking. So when I call out the root or affix and I tell you the definition and its origin, you have to first think what root or affix is that? And then you have to look for words that contain that root or affix on your actual Wordo card. And again, that's up here in your work. So in just a minute, I'm going to ask you to pause this video and you're going to go into the actual assignment and you're going to go to your work section and you're going to open up your Wordo card in one tab. Then you're going to either do a split screen so you can watch the video as you play, or you can just open the Wordo card in one tab, the video in the next, come back, play the video, click on the tab with your Wordo card on it, and just play until the video runs out. And you can feel free to pause it if you need more time on a particular root or affix. You can, of course, rewind it or fast forward back and forth, and you can play this multiple times. So we find that it's a good way to review, and it's kind of fun, a fun way to study. So also, before I get started and have you pause, I want you to be looking in the Use This to Study section of your Google Classroom, because I've posted the notes that contain each root, the definition and example words. But I'm also going to be posting some review games that you can kind of play on your own if you prefer to study that way. So there will be maybe some flashcards and some games that you can play. So look for those. We're anticipating taking our mid-test on Thursday. And remember, if you get 100% on your mid-test, then you don't have to take the post-test. Also, keep in mind that when you take that mid-test, if you open it more than once when it's in locked mode, I get an email letting me know that you're doing that. So anyway, go ahead and pause the video now and go grab your Wordo card. Okay, so I'm guessing everybody's looking at their Wordo card. I'm going to bring that up, and I'm going to put my myself over here, and we are going to play. So I'll go ahead and pull out the first root or affix. Remember to mark it on your card, to mark a word. You just go up and grab that red X and you drag it to cover the word that you want to mark. So it's that simple. Okay, and there should be plenty of X's up there for you to do your whole card. All right, guys, here we go. So this root or affix is Latin, and it means sound, word, or call. So you're going to go grab that X. Actually, first you're going to think about, okay, which root or affix means sound, word, or call. And then you're going to look at your card and see if there are any words that have that root or affix in it. and you should have 3 on your card that have this root or affix. You're going to drag that X to cover those. So you're looking for words that have the root that means sound, word, or call. Go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go ahead and call the next one. Of course, if you need more time, you just click on the tab that's playing the video and you pause it and then restart it when you're ready. Okay, so this root or affix this root or affix is Greek, and it means far, distant, or complete. So think to yourself, which root or affix means far, distant, or complete? And then go look for words that contain that root or affix. And again, you should have 3 words on your card that contain the root or affix that is Greek and means far, distant, or complete. I'm going to go ahead and pull the next one, but of course you can push pause if you need more time to find those words on your card. Okay, this root or affix is not Greek or Latin, and it means relating to or a place for. So think about which root or affix that we're studying this week means relating to or a place for. And then go find those words on your WORDO card. Again, there should be 3. Relating to or a place for. All right, and the last word or the last root or affix that I will call, because if I called them all, then your whole WORDO board would be full. The last root or affix that I'm calling today is not Greek or Latin, and it means factor of 1 million or very large. So which root or affix that we're studying this week means factor of 1 million or very large? Then go in and find the 3 words on your card that contain that root. Factor of 1 million or very large. Okay, so hopefully you have at least one WORDO, if not more than one WORDO, based on the roots and affixes that I've called. So I'm going to go over the ones that I've called, and then at the end, I'll go over the one that I didn't call. So you can check to see if you got this right, and you can also make a note of any that you got wrong. So maybe just have a little scrap piece of paper, or even your notes. You could open up your notes page in your WordWork folder and put a little star next to the roots or affixes that you need to spend a little more time on because you got them wrong when you played WORDO. Also know that you can play this again. I mean, obviously it's a little bit predictable, but sometimes repetition is what it takes to get those things ingrained in our mind. So, all right. So the first root or affix that I called, I told you it was Latin, and it meant sound, word, or call. And those roots, or that root or affix, was VOC, VOIC, or VOK. So this root can take 3 different forms, but it means the same thing. So the 3 words on your card that you should have marked when I called that root or affix would be voice, vocabulary, and provoke. Voice, vocabulary, and provoke were the ones that contained the root or affix that means sound, word, or call. The next root or affix that I pulled out and called was Greek, and it meant far, distant, or complete. And this root or affix was TEL, TELE, or TELO. So it could take any of those forms, but it would mean the same thing. The words that you would have marked on your WORDO card are telephone, telescope, and television. The third root or affix that I called was not Greek or Latin, and it meant relating to or a place for. And this root or affix was ORY. It's a suffix, so it comes at the end of a word. And the words that you would have marked on your WORDO card are dormitory, observatory, and laboratory. The last root or affix that I called was not Greek or Latin, and it meant a factor of 1 million or very large. This root or affix is MEGA. It's a prefix, so it goes at the beginning of words. And the words you would have marked on your card are megabyte, megaphone, and megalopolis. And then the root that I did not call, let's see if you guys can guess it. It is Greek and Latin, so it's both. It comes, this affix is found or present in both the Greek language and the Latin language. And it means before, in front of, for, or forward. And that root or affix is PRO. Again, it's a prefix, so it's going to go at the beginning of words. And the words that you would have marked on your card, or that shouldn't be marked because I didn't call this when we were playing the game, would have been prologue, prophecy, and proceed. All right, guys. Hopefully you did well when you played WORDO, and if you didn't, at least it hopefully revealed which roots and affixes you still need to focus on and study. Again, look for some updated resources to help you study these roots and affixes on your own in the Study This section of your ELA Google Classroom. I love and miss you guys. Please don't hesitate to email me or message me through Google Classroom if you need any help with anything at all. I miss you, and I cannot wait to see those faces in person soon. Bye, guys.